Someone is playing the victim, trying really hard to play the victim, coming in with a fake apology, rehearsing the past, going over everything. Every message, looking through their emails, trying to make it about them playing the victim. They're saying you never really loved me, that you used and discarded them, but you had your reasons, and you could be on either side of this, sorry to say. Definitely just getting a victim playing vibe here, like someone who doesn't want to take responsibility for their actions. Done explaining. That's you. Silent exit, energy protection. You did what you had to do. The tea is cold now. No more drama over it. Okay. They keep trying to bring up past drama. This could be someone who they're trying to waste your time. Do not let them waste your time. That's what's going on, is you probably had enough. I didn't want them to waste your time anymore. Like someone who fakes problems because they want your attention. I know a lot of us have dealt with these people before. After a certain point, you just got to go and just see the red flags earlier, because there are a lot of red flags here with this person. You're not the first one they've done this to. It doesn't have to be romantic. For some, it's definitely not. It's just someone who really took advantage, very childish, someone you went out of your way for a lot. I'm giving them rides, taking them to the store. It's like it's just never enough for some people. Some people don't realize that you can't just spend your whole weekend off from work doing things for them. I'm telling you, I've been through these people before. It's all about them. They have no concept of the amount of time they take. Moving on. Thank you. Next. Yeah. Exactly. What else? No concept. Like, it's really sad, okay? And that's the whole thing, is this person has manipulated you with sadness before. But you got to think of yourself first, because you can't take care of someone else. Creeping. Screenshot. Legal issues. Oh, gosh. Are they trying to get your attention with screenshots? Screenshots all over the place here. Ugh. Don't have time for screenshots. Creeping. Legal issues. There's some desperation behind their actions because there's some legal issues. Like, not necessarily court documents, but billing, like credit matters, stuff like they can't move to a new place because their credit's not good enough, stuff like that. And their time has run out. Like, there may have been times when they could explain that to people, play the victim. It's really shocking. I mean, I've known people who've gotten away with some massive stuff because they really knew how to work the system, especially when they're constantly putting it back on you, constantly bursting into tears, not trying to make light of it. I mean, these are people with serious personality disorders, mental health issues that do this, but that's not your problem. There are other people who could help them, but you were the one they relied on the most. Never let anyone manipulate you with that. Like, anyone who's ever manipulated me with that kind of guilt, sadness, it has never worked out well for me, because this person in the end, and I'm talking, this has been many people I've been through in my life, which is why the red flags for me are when someone starts asking for stuff right away. Because some of us go through life not asking anyone for anything, and that's a whole other issue. We don't ask people for help. But then there are people who that's all they do is ask for help, and they know exactly how to do it. They know exactly how to lead with the guilt, the sympathy, feel sorry for me. That is a red flag to a lot of us after a while, after we've been through this a few times. But some of us have been conditioned to put up with these people as well. You don't have to put up with them. And I know it might be hard at first to say no, but you have to say no and let them deal with this on their own. I mean, honestly, I have moved to different states and everything to get away from certain people who were doing stuff like this to me. They have a long trail of people who they've done this to, and something to really look for. When they get mad that you've talked to their other friends behind their back, or at least that's how they see it. They don't want you making connections. I'm getting reminded of someone who did that to me, who, after this lady passed away, we realized she was a different person with every friend she had. Like, she had a different persona. She was also a full-blown alcoholic. That's what killed her. But that's what I'm getting reminded of here. Like, that's a red flag to look for. They don't like it when their friends start talking. And sometimes you can't help it because they introduce you to someone and they become your friend as well. So you become like sort of part of a bigger social circle. This person doesn't like that. Big red flag. They don't want to be questioned on their behavior at all. They don't want to be questioned on their choices. Of course, who really does? But no, this person throws a fit. Immediately throws it back on you. Look, I get reminded of stuff for these readings. It's not for me. This came back for this reading. I was in drug rehab many years ago. It was a way to escape a situation I was in. I probably shouldn't have been in there, but I ended up in this rehab, and this one girl came in. This was a very long time ago. I'm not going to tell you her name or anything. Like, they'd make you sort of sit in a group and talk to the doctor in front of everybody, which was kind of weird, but they were asking her questions in front of people, sort of like a 12-step type of mentality. Well, this one girl, they kept questioning her on stuff, and she was answering their questions at first until they sort of put two and two together, and you start to realize this girl's a bit delusional. She was making up stuff, and when they started to call her out on it, she got violently angry and started saying stuff like, well, I didn't have to come here. I could have gone to somewhere else, and da-da-da-da. And they backed off. Like, the doctors, nurses, everybody backed off, but everybody could kind of see what was happening. Even though they didn't call her out anymore in front of everybody, the fact that she just blew up like that was a very telling sign that her story wasn't right. Like, when people get called out on their story not adding up, that's what they'll do to deflect attention, to be the victim again. There are times when people do that for good reasons, though, because I can think of times in my life when that's gone wrong for people because they were trying to accuse me of something I wasn't doing. But when you're actually calling someone out on their behavior and they blow up like that, that's a massive red flag. And that's what I got here. Because they know exactly how to play the victim. They know how to put it back on you. There are several types of personality disorders going through my head here. You don't have to keep putting up with this person because it's become abusive. This is abusive behavior. For someone to make you feel guilty, so you got to do this for me, do that for me. And then when you won't, they violently erupt, start creeping on your profile, start sharing screenshots about you, possibly even to you, but they'll form a whole smear campaign. It's like in the entire time that it took you to form that smear campaign, to get people mobilized against you or whatever, they could have handled their problem. You know, this legal issue, they could have taken it upon themselves to find a way to work online and paid their credit or whatever, you know. This person's energy is just kind of all over the place. They also have people in their life who have taken advantage. Perhaps even their children. You know, they have people, I hate to say, but their children learn this behavior from them if they have kids. They may not have kids, but this is a pattern of behavior that they're used to. And I think a lot of people who they're not used to this are blindsided at first and sort of give in to the drama at first and give in to the manipulation. You don't have to do that. I had someone in my life too. Like, I'm telling you, I moved a long way away to get away from someone who was just like a cancer on my life. I couldn't get away from them, but they knew how to play the victim, knew how to make me feel bad. Didn't care how they interfered with my life. Hurting people hurt people. Like, this person had been hurt by their own children, but like I said, these are cycles of behavior. You know, the children also seem to keep their distance because of how the mom was. Anyway, control issues. Okay, interesting. Path unknown, a real story. This person has massive control issues, and I'm sorry to tell you, they're giving me a headache. That's how it goes for me. That's how familiar this energy is to me. There's nothing wrong with being alone, because some of these people might make you feel like you're going to be alone without them. And I'm sorry if you're married to this person. If they're making you feel like you just can't think for yourself. I mean, if your whole life from morning till night is taking care of them and having to tiptoe around them and do what they want to do, or they're going to get mad. They're going to get upset. They're going to cry. They're going to hurt themselves. No, you got to get away. Plan an escape. May you get out soon. Path unknown. It doesn't matter if your path's unknown. Manifest a good ending. Look, you don't know. Your life can change in an instant. Don't be afraid to believe that. Take a few minutes. If you're, and I'm sorry, this is the energy I'm getting though. Like, if you're someone who's in this kind of situation, and it could even be your children, through no fault of your own, don't blame yourself. Don't blame yourself. Could be, I'm getting stepchildren. I really am getting just someone who feels tethered to someone for whatever reason. Like maybe you feel like you owe them something that, yeah, for some of you, they did something for you that they keep throwing up in your face, bringing up like you owe them something back. That's very toxic. At a certain point, that debt is paid back. You have paid your debt, if there was one, to this person. And the person shouldn't have given to you expecting something in return anyway. They never tell you the real story. The real story is coming to light. But anyway, take a few minutes, even if it's in your car or the bathroom or somewhere, and just try to be calm. I know it's hard to do that. Take deep breaths and meditate. Imagine it like prayer, like the way Jesus really told us to pray. The Bible has been manipulated, okay? It's been manipulated. It actually is an insult to Jesus. Let's not go there right now. There's been so much manipulation. Remember, the Bible was published by man, and it's pretty recent. It's actually New Age compared to the truth. And Jesus said to have faith like a child. And there's so much in the Bible about imagining, okay? And we've been tricked into thinking this kind of stuff is magic and it's evil. Everything is magic. Everything is magic. The fact that you exist right now is magic. Anyway, imagine a better life for yourself, just even a few seconds of that life. Try to keep it going on as long as you can. Try for at least 20, 25 seconds where you just really get an image of in your head of what your life would look like without this person. Even if you're married, even if you're completely dependent upon them financially or something. Your life can change, I can promise. I've had that happen to me many times. I'm thinking of so many things I've been through where I just thought the situation was never going to resolve, and it did. I got out. Even recently, okay? Anything is possible. Do not limit the power of your mind. Do not limit that, because your mind is trying to tell you this isn't for you. It's trying to tell you that you've had enough of this. Control issues. It's like some people enjoy it when they are in control. Like just knowing that you are tiptoeing around them, knowing that you have no peace without them. For one thing, they don't care. They don't see it from your perspective. Extreme narcissism. Like they do not care if they keep you up all night screaming. I've had that happen too. They do not care that you can't get up and go to work or go to class or whatever the next day. They don't care. It's all about them. If they make you feel like your life is just a fight to get through it, to get through the day without them interfering in anything you're doing, it's time to go. And I manifest that you will get out of there. And I'm thinking, though, for most of you, this isn't necessarily your situation, but it's a situation you see someone else in right now. This person might be even so desperate that it's bleeding onto you. Could be a coworker or a friend. Even that kind of stuff, like secondhand trauma, can be hard to deal with. That's why I don't do personal readings, because I've been through too much. I'm 50 years old. That part of me that wants to listen to people's trauma, I can't do it. And you shouldn't have to either. Like, that's why I end the reading. Like, I'm going to go to this deck, one of these decks for good advice, and then end with the manifestation deck, because I'm here to close this energy and help lift you out of it. But a lot of people want personal readings where they want to tell me all this stuff they're going through, and I just can't. I can't. I've dealt with this too much. I have autism. Anyway, that's for you too, okay? Like, you don't have to deal with this person's secondhand trauma. Live your life in truth. That comes out as I talk about me and my own issues with that. Like, I'm telling you, you don't have to be someone else's emotional dumping ground. This is a really stressful situation. You are already equipped. You are spiritually gifted. There are no coincidences, including this reading coming across your feed, okay? You are a magnet for abundance. You will get through this. You are strong. It's just time to go. That's what I get from all these cards. It's time to go. And you're someone who maybe has seen the signs, just being kept there by manipulation. It's like you know what to do. Or whoever this is about knows what to do. It's time to go. Like, if you are to that point where you're starting to have really dark thoughts yourself, look, because people will do that to you. If you're stuck in a situation that's not right, where you feel, oh gosh, it's hard for me to talk about this because I've been through it so many times, where you feel stuck. including somebody you're married to, because you make these commitments for better or for worse, and it's always just worse, you know? Even if there's money, even if you have money, like the most money I was ever making in my life was also at a time when I was the most miserable. I will not go through that again, and you shouldn't either. Like, the money is not worth it. No amount of money is worth your mental health. And even if you're just someone who on the fringes of this, who has to listen to these stories about this person, it's so frustrating when you tell someone over and over again what to do. Like, you got to get out of it. I don't want to hear about it anymore. Sometimes people don't realize it's like, I cannot listen to your problems anymore. Like someone you work with or have to talk to on a regular basis. It can be just as traumatic, honestly, to watch someone go through it and to know that they aren't taking your advice. They just want to talk about it, rehash it over and over. No, you don't have to be stuck there listening to this person's problems. You have to save your mental health. I'm going to read these into your life, and then I'm going to end for my own mental health. Okay? You are kind. You are thankful for the abundance that always flows your way. Anything stolen from you will be restored to you 1,000 times over. You make peace wherever you go. You make your own decisions. You are strong. You are spiritually gifted. You are a magnet for abundance. It is spoken, it is written, and so it is. Amen.